So yesterday we have discussed about how we can install Jenkins with the Apache Tomcat, and we have configured Jenkins system. Okay, so today we will see how we can create jobs in Jenkins. Okay, and how we can build them, and how we can configure some reports for the dashboards. Okay, so here we will have a create a new job. Okay, you can click on create a new jobs. So what is this? Actually, we have to log in. Uh, Configure global security. Maybe yesterday we have configured the user authentication and authorization, but not sure. Okay, let me. Maybe it is loading from cache slash Jenkins. Let me restart Tomcat server once again. Okay, so now I am logging into Jenkins server. Okay, so in the left side we will have a new item. Okay, you can click on the new item, or you can you can click on this create a new jobs link. Okay, so I am clicking new item. So here I am creating here I am creating connect for Ant. Okay, and this project is freestyle means this is a central feature of Jenkins. Okay, so in this, using this freestyle project we can create any type of project. Means it is a ant build, or make build, or Maven build. You can choose this freestyle project. Okay, so I'm creating freestyle project. Okay, and this job we can create it from any version control system, or if you have the source code in that system, you can create on file system based also we can create. Okay, so I'm creating the freestyle project. Okay, select this freestyle project and then click OK. Okay, so if you want to specify any description about your job, you can specify the description here. Okay, and here we have a discard world builds. If you want to discard world builds, we have a strategy for this log rotation. So how many days you want to keep builds, days to keep builds, how many days you want to keep. Okay, let's say 30 days, and max, how many max number of builds you want to keep for this job. You can mention, let's say 100. Okay, so this will reduce your data store in the Jenkins system. Okay, so here source code management. Okay, if you don't have any source code management, if you have source code in your file system, you can choose none. Okay, if you want to get source code from any version control system, you can select the any one of source code management system here. Okay, currently it is showing the CVS and subversion. Okay, if you want to get it from the Git, okay, so you have to install the Git plugin. Okay, so currently Git plugin is not installed. So where we can install? So I have updated this job with the discard world builds configuration. Okay, and I'm saving this job. Okay, first of all we have to install the Jenkins sorry git git plugin for the Jenkins server. Okay, before that we have to check git client is installed or not in our system. Okay, so how we can check? You can type git. Okay, so it is the program git is currently not installed. You can install it by typing sudo apt-get install git. Okay, so I'm working on Ubuntu environment, so we have to use apt-get. Suppose if you are working in different flavor of Linux version like CentOS, you can use the yum instead of apt-get. Okay, so I'm installing the git client in my system. Okay, git is installed. If you type git, it will give you the list of options available in the on that git command. Okay, so now git client is installed. So next, so from where we can install the git source code management plugin in Jenkins, we have to go to Jenkins uh, manage plugins. Sorry, Jenkins manage plugins. Okay, here we have to go to manage plugins page. So here we can install the git plugin. Okay, here we have a 4 tabs: updates, available, installed, and advanced. Okay, these are the plugins already installed, and these plugins we have updates available. Okay, if you want install, we can install the updates. Okay, if you want to install new plugin, you can go to available tab. Okay, and in the right side corner we have a search box. Okay, here you can type the git. Okay, scroll down. Here we have to install the here we will have a git plugin. Okay, this plugin allows use of git as build SCM. Okay, a recent git runtime is 1.7.9, minimum and 1.8 text is recommended. Okay, so this is the Git version, okay, which we have installed in our server. Okay, so and then install without restart. So these are the dependent plugins. So it is trying to install these dependent plugins. Okay, okay, it is done. So next, once we install the plugin, we have to restart the Jenkins. So I am stopping the Tomcat and starting the Tomcat. Okay, and then go back to top page. If you want install any plugin, we can go to the manage plugins and go to available tab, and which plugin you want to install, you can search on the search box and you can select your plugin and install it. Okay, so now you can go to this created job. Okay, so in the left side we will have a configure. Okay, can click on the configure. Okay, now here we are able to see Git. Okay, so you can select the Git. So here it is asking the Git repository URL. So we have to specify the Git repository URL. So my Git repository available in the GitHub. Okay, so this is my GitHub repository. So here this is the URL. Okay, I am copying this URL to clipboard and go to Jenkins, paste here. Okay, this is my GitHub repository, Git repository URL. Okay, it requires authentication, right? So there are no saved credentials here, so we have to add. Okay, you can click on add credentials. So this is, I am adding credentials here, username password. So this is the global. So it will this global will useful for Jenkins nodes, items, all child items, etc. Okay, the scope is here. You can see these credentials. If you put the scope is system, this credential is only available to the object on which credential is associated. Okay, typically you would use system scoped credentials. Okay, so this global means this credential is available to the object on which credential is associated and all objects. Suppose if we specify the global, okay, it will these credentials will useful for all the nodes, items, and all child items. Means suppose if we configured multiple nodes, okay, like slaves in this system, okay, it will be available for all the nodes and some other child items. Okay, in the slaves also, somewhere we used username and password, it will pass these username and passwords to all child items. Okay, if we create a system scope credentials, it will available for current Jenkins. It available for master server and nodes only. Okay, it will not pass to any internal usage. So I am giving username here and I am entering the password for this and then add. Okay, so here, so I am selecting this. username, and current branch is master branch. Okay, and if you want add different branch, you can add different branch here. Okay, so here we have a build step. Okay, add build step. What step you want to execute? Execute Windows batch command. If you want execute any Windows batch commands, we can select this Windows batch commands. Execute shell. If you want to execute any shell commands, we can add this build step. Okay, invoke and. If you want to invoke and commands, we can use this and invoke and build step. Okay, if you want run Maven targets, we can use the invoke top level. Okay, currently we are going to use invoke and because this is a and build file. Okay, so I am taking this invoke and build step. So ant version is default. Okay, in the configure system we have created ant home and -1.9.6. So I am taking this one. Okay, so if you want execute any specific targets on the build.xml, we have to specify the targets here. Okay, otherwise we no need to. If any default target is specified in the build.xml, we no need to specify the target here. Okay, so if your build.xml is exists in your workspace, we no need to specify the build file name also. Okay, so in the repository, if you see this repository, okay, this is the root directory. In this we have a build.xml, right? So if I open this build.xml, some default target is available here. Okay, all is the target name. Okay, and it is the default. If you are not passing any target, it will call this default target. Okay, so this file name is build.xml. Okay, if file name is not build.xml, here we have to pass the file name. Okay, suppose if it is a some xyz.xml, we have to specify the build file name. Okay, by default and will check for the build.xml. Okay, if build.xml is not exists, it will fail. Okay, other than build.xml, you have to specify the build file name here. Okay, so if you want pass any properties to that build file, we can pass the properties here like key value pairs. Okay, and then save it. Now we can trigger a build. Okay, in the left side we will have a build now. Okay, you can trigger build now. So we can see the console output for this build. You can, here we will have a console output. You can go to the console output. Okay, build is successful. First it is taking the checkout. Okay, so it is cloning the repository to into our local system, and it ran the build script. Okay, so where it will store this workspace. Okay, if you go to the workspace, this is the .jenkins folder. This is the Jenkins home directory, right? So here we will have a workspace folder. Okay, go to workspace, connect for. Okay, here it is taking the checkout, and in the target directory we can see the generated artifact. Okay, so if you create any jobs in the Jenkins server, it will create your job. It will create one folder with your job name in the workspace folder. Okay, and it will take checkout to that folder and it will build. So if we go to Jenkins, back to project. Okay, here you can see the workspace also. Okay, these are the folders available in that workspace. Okay, you can go to target. If you want to download all workspace files, you can download the all files here. Okay, and if you want to see the changes, we can see the changes here. Okay, because there are no changes for this build. There is no previous build, and previous build to this build there are no changes in the project. Okay, that's why we are unable to see any changes here. If we make some changes, we can see the changes. Okay, and go to configure. So we have configured build step, and here we'll have a post build actions. Okay, once build is successful, if you want to perform any post build actions, we can add a post build action here. Okay, there are some post build actions are available here: aggregate downstream test results, archive artifacts, build other projects. Okay, if you want to archive the generated project artifacts, we can select these archive artifacts. Okay, and if you want to run any other projects, this build is completed. Okay, we can select this option. Okay, and publish JUnit test results report. If you want to publish JUnit report in your dashboard, we can use this one. Okay, if you want to publish the Java doc, we have to use this publish Java doc. Okay, and record fingerprints of files to track usage. Suppose uh, today we have generated artifact. Okay, that artifact is deployed to production system. Okay, after 1 month or 2 months, we want to check which version of artifact is working in deployed on the production environment. Okay, so without fingerprints, we don't know. We can't see. Okay, so if we create artifacts with using this, if we record the fingerprints for the generated artifact, okay, we can check the that artifact fingerprints. So if you want know which version of the artifact applied in the production server, we can check in the Jenkins. Okay, we can get that artifact and we can upload that artifact into Jenkins server, and we can check uh, which version it is and which build it is. We can check everything. Okay, and Git publisher email notifications. If you want get any email notifications, if build is failed or if build is success, okay, we can get the email notification. Git publisher, if you want if you want push any changes to Git repository, we can use this Git publisher. Okay, so here I am going to use archive the artifacts. So files to archive, I want to archive only the connector for the name is connector for .jar. Okay, actually this file is exists on target directory. Okay, I want to archive this artifact. So if you want to see the description about this archive artifacts, archives the build artifacts. For example, distribution zip files or jar files. Okay, so they can be downloaded later, archive the files. Okay, once this is archived, we will have a download option in the Jenkins dashboard. Okay, and next I am adding build other project. There are no other projects. Okay, publish JUnit test results report. Okay, you can click on the publish JUnit test results report, and so I am so where is the reports path, test results. Okay, this is the path. Okay, go to Jenkins. So here we have to pass the Jenkins, sorry, uh, our project test results path we have to pass here. Okay, slash star.xml. I want to include all test result XML files. Okay, so next one is record fingerprints usage. I want to record fingerprints for this connect for job. Okay. Okay, so I have configured these three postable actions. Okay, and then save it. Okay, and then create a new build. So in the left side, you can see the executed and targets. Okay, build is success, and these all targets executed in this build: clean, compile, and sleep, test, jar, and all. Okay. So if you go to the project dashboard, okay, here we will have a last successful artifacts. Okay, here we will have a view option, fingerprints view option. Sorry, this is the jar. We can download it from here. Okay, so in the left side we have a latest test results. Actually test results are not published. Okay, go to configure. So setting that specified generated raw XML reports such as star.xml. Maybe okay, let me save it. Okay, and trigger one more build. Build is failed. Go to console output. Build is successful. Published chain test results report failed. No test reports files were found. Configuration errors. Target test results. Test result files are there. Okay. Maybe path is wrong. To okay, go to connect for and configure. Does not match anything but target slash test result does. Perhaps that was what you mean. Target slash test type and result slash star direction. It's correct only, but it is not generating the report. Okay, can we try like this? Okay, and then save it. Trigger one more build. Okay, build is success. So now you can see in the right side test results trend. Okay, so like this we can see the test results trend if we configure the test results for our job. Okay, suppose okay, if we click on recent changes, there are no recent changes for this job. Okay, so let me do some modifications in this. Okay, I will do some modification in this class. Let me clone this. Connect for. I am cloning this URL. Uh, I'm cloning to here. Git clone. Sorry, git clone and pasting the URL. Okay, it is done. So now I am going to code test net. Okay, src net source for post control. Plain stand. Okay, in this I'm doing some modification to fail this test case. Okay, I'm changing this one. Okay, now this time it will fail the test case. Okay, and through GI we can commit this change. You can right click on the file, git commit to master, test failure, change. Okay, commit and push. Okay, I have committed the change and push it to the GitHub. Okay, now go to the Jenkins and trigger a one build. Okay, now you can see this build is unstable, and now you can see the trend is like this. Okay, there are 5 failures. Okay, if you see the latest test results, okay, total 11 tests. Okay, total 11 tests, 5 tests are failed. Okay, and 6 is passed. Okay, if you see the previous build, total 11 tests, 11 are passed. Okay, so and if you click on the recent changes, you can see the recent changes here. Okay, test failure changes. Okay, Srinivas is changed this code, and you can check the uh, change here. Okay, this is the change he made, so that's why tests are failed. So we can so developers can see these changes, and we can check these changes, and we can notify the developers because of this change build is failing. Okay, is it clear? Any doubts? Hello, is it clear? Any doubts? Okay, so yeah, it is a failure. Here we have it is the count of the tests. Okay, and total 11. Okay, total 11, it is a 5 is failed, and remaining are passed. Okay, and but till fourth bill all are success, so that's why it is blue, and 4 to 5 it is red, till 5 test cases. Okay, so go to configure, and here we will have a build triggers. Okay, so there are different kinds of triggers. Okay, so trigger builds remotely, example from scripts. Okay, and build after other projects are built. Okay, build periodically, poll SCM. Okay, build after other projects means, suppose if any other project build, okay, then only you want to build, we can specify the target projects to watch. Okay, so next, build periodically. So how you want to run this? So you want to run every 1 hour or every 5 minutes, daily once. Okay, so you want to schedule, we can schedule the uh, where is this? This one, right? These are the testers count. We have total 11 tests. This is the test results count, and this is the builds. Okay, okay. You go to configure, scroll down. So build triggers, build periodically. If you want daily once, daily twice, or every 1 hour, you can schedule the schedule here. Okay, this schedule is a here we have to mention the cron job expression. The cron job expression will look like this. it is a like this. We have to give the expression. It requires six components. One is the minute, hour, day of month, and day of week. Okay, these five components are required. So if we put like this, so it will run every minute, every second, every minute it will run. Okay, sorry, I didn't get you. I didn't get you. Can you ask again? How Jenkins know that the new build has come? You're talking about scheduling or when we are starting force build? Hello. Okay, so here the first part is minute. Okay, and the second part is hour. No, if we run the force build, it will not check for any modifications. Okay, so here we will have an option in the build triggers. Okay, so in the build triggers builds remotely using some scripts. Okay, build after other projects. If you want build this project, if any other project is built. Okay, if you want schedule periodic interval, we can check. We can use this option. Okay, if you want uh, check based on SCM changes, we can use this option. Okay, this will detect your version control based changes and it will trigger the build. Okay, if we directly trigger the build now, it will automatically initiate by forcefully. Yeah, pole SCM acts as a trigger. That is a SCM trigger. Okay, and schedule it will work as a based on our schedule every minute or every 1 hour like that in a particular interval. Okay, so if we put all stars, it will try to build every minute. Okay, so I don't want to build every minute, so we have to put 5 every 5 minutes. So it's a 0 to 5 minutes. Okay, sorry, every 5 minutes. 221 April 5th 25. Sorry, it is a 0 to 59 is the seconds, and here we have to put branch of expressions. Sorry. So it will run every minute. So it is showing same time, it is showing wrong time. So we can use like this. If you want run every 10 minutes or every 15 minutes, we can use like this. Okay, or every 10 minutes or every 2 hours. Okay, so I am giving every 15 minutes. We can use H. Or if you want build for every 5 minutes, we can specify like this. So now it will run this time, and after 5 minutes it will run again build. Okay, so, and I am saving this. Okay, build is initiated. So on the next build will start in another 5 minutes. We go to console output. Okay, build is successful, and some test failures are there. So if you see the graph here, okay, there are test failures. So now configure the poll SCM build triggers. Okay, so for this I want to check every minute if is there any changes. I want to check every minute. So it means it's a every minute it will check. If we put all stars, every minute, every hour, every month, every day. Okay, so it will check in every minute. Okay, I am saving this. Okay, let me remove the. Okay, it will take some time to work the first one, right? Okay, for now I am removing this and I am saving this one, taking the poll SCM, and I am making some changes. Okay, I am reverting. Test failure. Test failure changes. Okay, and then commit. Push. Okay, I have pushed changes to GitHub. Now we can go to the Jenkins. It will automatically start the build without initiating. Okay, it is checking. Okay, pending in the quit period expires in 4.9 seconds. So now it is in pending state. Yeah, it is initiated. Okay, build is successful. Okay, now go to connect for dashboard. So here you can see the trend it look like this. Okay, in the seventh build, all test cases are success. Okay, and you can see the recent changes here. Okay, there are the fifth build, this is the change, and seventh build, this is the change. Okay, is it clear? Any doubts? Okay, so is there any missing? Okay, so we have created and project. So how we can create a Maven job? Okay, so you can click on new item. Okay, so connect for Maven. So this project type is Maven project. Okay, build a Maven project. Okay, so we can take this also, but we have to take the Maven level targets. Okay, we can run using Maven projects using this freestyle project also, but they have specified, so we can use this one. Okay, Maven project. Okay, so I am using the discard world bits 30 days and keep 100. Okay, here also I am using the GitHub version control. Go to Bitbucket, sorry, GitHub. So connect for Maven. So this is my repository URL. I copied my repository URL and go to Jenkins, and this is the repository URL. So these are my credentials to connect this repository, the master branch only. And okay, so this is the build steps. Okay, this is the root palm. Okay, this palm.xml is available in this root directory. So if it is not available in this root directory, we have to specify the exact path here. Okay, and here we have to pass the goals. What goals you want to execute? Okay, clean package. Okay, so and then save it. Okay, now we can trigger a build. Okay, go to what happened? It is showing no changes. Confirm level. Is there any? Let me check the configuration. We have not configured any policy, right? Okay, connect for Maven. Okay, actually there is some memory issue while building this one. Okay, maybe. Okay, trigger one more build. Console output. Okay, now it is building. Okay, build is failure. Maven JVM terminated unexpectedly with code 1. Okay. Cannot allocate memory. It is generated artifact. Build is success, then it is failed. Okay, let me restart the Jenkins server because it is a less RAM memory, so that's why it is JVM problem coming. Okay. Okay. Okay, I am triggering one more build. Go to console output. Okay, now build is success. Now go to connect for Maven dashboard. So these are the test results trend and latest test results. And there are no failures in this also. And if you see the recent changes, there are no changes. Okay. So go to configure. If you want to configure PMD reports and find bugs, we can configure the post build actions. Okay. So in the bottom, we will have post build actions. Okay. Archive artifacts. Target slash. Okay. I'm archiving this and deploy artifacts to Maven repository. Okay, if you want to deploy artifacts to Maven repository, we can deploy the generated artifacts to Maven repository. Here we can specify the repository URL and repository ID and release environment variable. So for this, we have to take the artifact repository URL. Artifactory this repository ID is loading. This is ideally repository ID means server ID. Okay, and repository URL we have to mention. Okay, if we give this server ID, it will take the username and password from that one. Okay. Okay, it is we have to log in. What is this? JFrog artifact is serving 0 artifacts. Okay, maybe it is unable to load due to some Java memory issue. Okay, so I'm removing this deploy artifacts to Maven repository. Actually, if we put the Maven repository URL and server ID here, and it will deploy the artifact to Artifactory. Okay, so let me remove this. And here we don't have any PMD and Findbug plugins available here. Okay, so we have to install them. Okay, where we can install, we have to go to Jenkins, manage Jenkins, manage plugins. Okay, here we can check, go to available. So here you can check the PMD. Go to top page. Manage Jenkins, manage plugins. Okay, search for the PMD. Update information obtained. And it is not installed. Available. Okay, now you can check PMD. Okay, and find bugs. Okay, so I have selected these two plugins and install without restart. So we can install the violations plugin also. So this is the generic plugin. So it will check the check style PMD and find bugs. Okay, and it will be useful for the .NET environments also. Okay, it is done. So we have to restart the Jenkins server. Okay, refresh this page. Okay, let me start once again. Okay, it is not started yet. Okay, let refresh this page. Okay, now slash Jenkins. Okay, I'm logging into this one. It is very lag one second. Let me open browser a second. So now go to connect for Maven, configure. Okay, now we can go to the post build actions. Now we can see see yeah, in the build settings we can see the publish PMD analysis results and publish find bugs analysis results. Okay, so use rank as priority. So click on advanced. So files you want to include the PMD run always. Okay. Okay, we don't need to change anything in the configuration PMD and find bugs. Okay, so when we have to add some extra goals. Okay, so it is find bugs column find bugs is the find bugs is the plugin name and find bugs is the goal. Okay, find sorry PMD colon PMD. Okay, and then save. Check the build. Go to console output. Okay, again same some Java heap size issue. Okay, because Artifactory and Tomcat, Artifactory and Jenkins both are running in the Tomcat server, so that's why it is taking huge memory. Okay, let me install the artifact slash manager. Okay, for now I am stopping this artifact. Okay, now go to Jenkins, go to connect for Maven and configure. Oh, configure is not required. Okay, you can start a new build. Okay, go to console output. If you want to see the goals about the PMD and find bugs, okay, Maven plugins list. Okay, here you can see the PMD and okay, here is the PMD colon C. PMD is the goal we ran just now. Okay, and if you want to see the find bugs goals, go to the find bugs plugin page, and here we will have goals. Okay, find bugs colon find bugs. Okay, and find bugs colon check, find bugs colon GI. Okay, based on our requirement, we can run any one of these goals. Again, this Java memory is failed. Out of memory, unable to create a new native thread. Shut down the message. Okay, for now I am removing this artifactory in this Tomcat. Perhaps artifactory dot factory. Okay. Okay, I am removing this artifactory. Cannot remove permission denied. Artifactory with the root user. Okay. Sudo rf artifact. Okay. Now there is no artifactory here. Okay. Now I am starting the Jenkins server. Okay, I'm logging into Jenkins. Okay, go to connect for Maven. Okay, trigger a new build. You go to console output. It is downloading the dependencies. Okay, now build is success. Now go to connect for Maven project dashboard. So here in the home page we will see the find box warnings. Okay, these are the find box warnings results. Okay, and okay, there are no PMD errors, so that's why you are not able to see the PMD reports here. Okay, so okay, so that's all for today. I'm stopping here. Tomorrow we will see how we can configure